Caceres, Sergio Pettis, southpaw, Bruce Leroy, white trunks. Black trunks for the 20-year-old Sergio Pettis. 10-0 as a professional. Very composed. He is different than his brother. And that's the one thing that a lot of people have talked about. And Sergio even said, hey, I'm my own individual. Do I benefit from living with my big brother, watching him train, watching how he conducts himself? Of course. But I got to go and do it myself. And that's what Sergio's trying to do. Start to establish his own UFC career.
Well, this is a big test for Sergio.
For sure.
Alex Caceres is talented. He's crafty. He's been around. And he's got a lot of tools. This is, without a doubt, the toughest fighter that Sergio Pettis has faced in his young career.
No question.
But then again, you know, Sergio Pettis has already had 10 professional mixed martial arts fights at only 20 years of age.
His first fight as an amateur, Joe, was when he was 15, and he won by a head kick knockout in the first round against a 22-year-old.
That was a very smooth right hand he just landed there, and Alex slipped a punch and countered brilliantly. He's very technically sound, Mike.
Yes.
You know, he is the product of all of the experience and knowledge that Duke Rufus brings to the game. And Duke is very high on the potential of this young man, and rightly so.
And I think you bring up a great point in how technically sound Sergio is. He seems to stay within that realm a bit more than Showtime, his brother Anthony, who can take those chances and some of the crazy stuff and entertaining kicks, obviously, Joe, that we've seen. Sergio more straightforward so far in his attack.
Well, you know, Anthony's very technically sound as well. I mean, he's very dynamic with his kicking techniques and everything like that, but he has all the tools and all the techniques in the correct order. Right. He does everything right. They both do. I mean, Duke Rufus is just an amazing striking trainer, and these kids are just very naturally talented to begin with.
And they become like adopted sons to Duke in Milwaukee.
And they work hard.
Yes.
That's the one thing that Duke always reinforces with all the fighters that talk about these kids. How good they're doing is like they're there every day. This is hard work, and this is what you see when hard work and technique and teaching the correct way of doing everything pays off. And Alex Caceres is trying to figure out what to do with this talented young fighter right
about
now.
6 years ago, Duke telling me about this kid Anthony he had that was going to be something special someday. And now here's little brother, 20 years old, fighting for the second time in the UFC.
He's starting to catch Alex. And what Alex does, he's very loose and wild, but in that loose, wild style, there's attacks and then there's openings after those attacks, and that's what Sergio's capitalizing on. The counters to the loose, wild style of Alex Caceres.
Caceres with that long style, the karate kung fu base.
The problem with, you know, he has these leaps in and out, but then he pulls back, and when he's pulling back, that's when Sergio's coming in and cracking him.
He tries the spin.
And there's that right-hand counter. See that beautiful side movement, just a slight movement, and then perfect timing with the counter.
At age 13, Pettis won the World Taekwondo Championships.
Beautiful
and
straight
nice
left there.
there.
Stepped into that hard jab. And you see a bit of confusion in the face of Alex Caceres.
Yeah, Pettis has been very solid and mixing things up nicely.
There's a nice right and a left behind it by Alex.
30 seconds on the clock. Fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
Sergio's guy's back and head kicks him. Beautiful job. Another head kick.
Caught him again.
Oh, man. Beautiful setup to that head kick as well.
And he gets rocked. Looking for the head kick. 10 seconds on the clock. Big connections late for Sergio Pettis. Caught him on that spin, though.
Yeah, Alex caught him there. Caceres still dangerous.
Good first round.